on, everybody? Today we are working again with the FG-15 from Freedom Ordnance. This is the crank grip. What's really nice about this, guys, is that everything functions normally if you don't want to use the crank. So what I mean by that is we have our safety on currently here. We're going to take our safety off. We're going to shoot one shot. Okay. Go ham, buddy. Yeah, I don't think you missed.
Fun. I'm gonna rip this one. We're just gonna go as fast as possible.
Probably go faster if you went right-handed.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna do that one more time because that was fantastic.
Those went right in between my phones and hit me in the chin on every single one.
That's fantastic. That's also very fast, and I like that a lot.
And legal.
That's cool.
The ATF said crank grips are fine. Here you go, buddy. What's going on, everybody? Today we are talking about the Freedom Ordnance FG-15. This little humdinger right here. But before we dive into this review, I have to let you guys know what my relationship is with Freedom Ordnance. Freedom Ordnance reached out to us and asked us to do a review on this product, and we received this product plus funding for ammo and time in exchange for that review and some other videos. So we never want you guys to not be in the know. We were never required to give any certain type of review, and Freedom Ordnance agreed that honest reviews are the way. So we were absolutely willing to give this a try, but we just wanted you guys to know exactly what was going on there. But diving into this product and this company, guys, Freedom Ordnance is actually in southern Indiana, right in Warwick County, right where I'm from. So a lot of people think I'm from Tennessee, but I'm actually from southern Indiana, right on the Kentucky line. And I've had the privilege of hanging out with Freedom Ordnance in person and getting to know them over the last few years and their products. They're absolutely great people and represent my hometown area very well. And when they reached out to me, I was pretty excited to have the opportunity to review this thing. As you can see, this is definitely going to be something that walks a fine line when it comes to other things outside of the product itself. But I think we can all admit, even if you don't like this, this is definitely something that will get everybody talking, whether it be good or bad. Online, the FG-15 is $285, guys. You have the chance to buy extra shims and tools if you need, If you were to buy an extra shim pack and this grip, you're looking at right about the $300 mark before taxes and shipping. But that is not a bad price for what you get fun-wise out of this thing. Is it practical? You know, I could see a couple of unique situations where I would absolutely thrive with this. My head from the very beginning was, what about on a tripod, on a 5.56 suppressed hog hunting with a laser and some night vision? I think that would be insane. You know, a lot of times with thermals, you have that horrible eye relief. At least over time, it gets worse. Having this ability to just kind of like crank that soldier boy on them hogs, I think would absolutely be a fun time. So I'm surprised there's not any videos of that yet. We did the review with the 9mm to kind of keep our expenses a little bit down and be able to shoot more rounds in that process as well. But I think this is absolutely meant for a 5.56 or bigger caliber type of setup. I even messaged Josh and I said, what do you think about this on the 308? And he was like, you just make sure you hit the target. But, you know, I think in that mindset, you know, you could absolutely wreak some havoc on some hogs and varmin that are causing chaos on your homestead and do it pretty easily. Just lead them with that laser and boom, 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 boom. So I think that's a really cool possibility that I could find myself using this in. You know, and also if it was allowed in competition where it was stationary shooting in some sort of way, I could see it possibly being used there. Because if you were able to, on a moving tripod, pop, 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 you know, I could see it absolutely being useful. Using it standing, though, which they did not advise to use it standing, is a little bit of a different story. You know, you have a lot going on between trying to crank that grip and holding that rail. You're not going to be the most accurate when you're working in that type of way. But it is absolutely meant for stationary shooting. Freedom Ordnance made that very clear. This is not meant to just be ran like a bat out of hell on a Gatling gun. This is meant to create a little bit more ease into getting those follow-up shots on target. So I really like where their head is at on that. And I believe overall, guys, the ingenuity and just the amount of time and effort that goes into this grip is pretty insane. So really simple to install. They did a great job including everything you would need in your package. Your package comes with a pack of shims. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's like 6 or 8 shims total in the beginning. And then you get the little takedown tool as well for that twist in there that helps tighten that grip into the receiver itself. They also send a little thing of instructions. That instructions has a QR code that you can scan with your phone, and it will take you directly to the link for the install video. And that video was very helpful, very informative, and had everything that you needed to get this thing installed. But one thing I messed up on, and it took a lot of time off of the range for me, was not making sure that this grip was actually activated. So when you push it from the back side, it's very easy to pull it out like that, all right? If it spins freely without any resistance at all, this thing is not properly engaged. So you have to line it back up with the way it came out of the grip, and it has to come out one more pull. When you look at this from the top side, this thing looks like it's almost 3/4 of an inch out from the grip itself, okay? So make sure, you guys, when you're installing this, that you have this fully activated when you try to test fire to make sure that this is properly working. I put way too many shims in here because it was not, and it was moving freely to the point that I thought I didn't have enough spacers in there. So once I figured out that it wasn't activated, then started my process of removing them step by step. Also, you should have as minimal shims as possible to get this thing to work. Another thing I did was I started going just based off the first time that I could actually rotate the trigger pretty freely. It did have some decent resistance, and it almost felt like it was too much tension on the handle. So find that sweet spot. Mine was 1 blue and 1 silver spacer, I believe, for this PSA lower, but everybody's lower is going to be different. They also have a very nice catalog of all those that they have documented already and what they think the shim should be used for that setup. So in my opinion, guys, Freedom Ordnances went above and beyond protocol here for releasing a product and to ensuring that all your questions are answered right off the bat, which is awesome to see. Like I said, I'm excited to see Freedom Ordnance representing the hometown so well, and just, you know, customer service standards being set by them, being able to have everything at my fingertips right there, questions answered, videos available, information available on your particular setup already. I mean, that was pretty awesome. There's not a whole lot of videos of these on the internet yet, but I know that these are being sold pretty well and are getting in quite a few people's hands. So the amount of different varieties and combos that this is going to be put in, and if everybody would contact, especially if you have something different and you know your setup is not along those lines that they already have the history of, then let them know so that they could add that to their catalog, because you may help somebody else that has that same combo as you. But, you know, again, practical wise, guys, only a few situations I could see this. Fun scale, absolutely. It was nothing, you know, it's a pistol grip, so as far as like durability and the quality goes, I had no concerns with that. I was a little concerned at first the way in my head I pictured this being designed, but once you get this thing apart and you're looking at the way it was put together and the quality that is in this thing, I think you're going to be pretty impressed. It does not give any bit of idea that it's going to break when you're using it, and it seems like it's going to last for a very long time. And if you guys get tired of it and you are done with the, you know, the gimmick, then you push it back in and you don't even have to uninstall it. But it's always there if you need it. They have thought of every little detail for this thing, and it's 3 rounds per rotation. So everybody saw the video beforehand. Everybody has the same idea. Everybody knows if we talk about it in that type of mindset that maybe it gets the attention that we do not want it to have. So we're going to leave that there, but a ton of fun and absolutely joy-filled range days that you could have with this in many other ways. You know, it's not a hip fire gun by any means, but on a tripod with a proper setup, this could absolutely do some damage on a range or in a field with a bunch of hogs. So keep that in mind. Definitely fits a purpose, but it is a unique purpose at that. Thank you to Freedom Ordnance for sending this thing out to us. We had a blast with this thing. Everybody, even those that talk shit about this, when they actually got the chance to shoot this thing, they had a smile on their face. So they may not admit it, but they enjoyed themselves, and I witnessed it because we always try to get everything on camera. But that's it from us, guys, on this FG-15. We had a great time. What do y'all think of it? Would you guys get one? Do you have one already? Do you think it fits a need that maybe we didn't mention already? We love hearing your guys' feedback, and we try to be as responsive in the comments as possible. And I'm really excited to see what comes from Freedom Ordnance in the future. But go check them out, guys. freedomordnance.com or Freedom Ordnance on all social media platforms. And please hit that subscribe button so that you can see more videos just like this one whenever we post them. We appreciate every single one of you guys for subscribing. Share it with your friends, y'all. And as always, stay alert, stay alive. But wait, did you know that we are still doing training here in East Tennessee? That's right, come find us, guys. Fundamental rifle, fundamental pistol, and night vision introduction. We'd love to have you. We stay cheap and try to keep you guys training. All we were trying to do is build up our community and get some reps in the process. We love every single one of you guys, and we'll see you on the range. Somebody get me an ammo sponsor quick, because this stuff is going by way too fast with this thing. Way too fast. Oh man, that's fun. That's real fun.